Hey guys, Jason here again with GHL Smart Scripts and the Custom Values Updater. So in this video, we're going to do something that's a little bit more advanced. It's for onboarding. And when you're setting up your accounts, maybe you're using SaaS mode or you're using a form or something to automatically create accounts. You could even be using Zapier or Make or Pabbly or whatever to automatically create accounts for your clients. What we're going to want to do is we need to grab two pieces of information from that new account. We need the location ID and the API key so that we can automatically authorize those locations to have their custom values updated. Okay, so what we're going to do in this first section here is we're going to create a new workflow and we're going to call this one onboarding. Okay, let's go here. Let's call this values onboarding. And let's just hit save. Sure, why not? And then we're going to add a webhook here. Okay, so the first webhook that we are going to add is we're coming back over here to GHL Smart Scripts. We're going to go to webhooks. And under webhooks, we are going to grab this webhook here. If you come to this page, it says start with this webhook, okay? For what we're going to need to do is we're also going to need to create two new custom fields inside of our onboarding location so that we can update those. We'll do that in a second, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this webhook right here. This already has the proper information in it for your account. So just right click and copy this and then come over to here and paste it into your webhook. Okay, so this webhook here is grab new location details. All right, I'm going to add a 1 minute wait here. Wait, I like 1 minute waits because it just gives us a little bit of time to let high level and the API and everything catch up. 1 minute. And then we're going to add one right afterwards too. Okay, so we have, however now this can be inside the middle of your thing. So I mean, even if you had a Zapier webhook here that's going out and updating, creating a new location using Zapier, I know people are doing that. You can do that way and then add this one in here afterwards. You can also update these custom fields using Zapier or Make or Pabbly or whatever it is you want to use and update those custom fields that way. But what we're going to do is just do it this way for now. So we've got this form set up here. Next thing we're going to want to do is we need to create two new custom fields, new location ID and new location API. So let's back out of here for a second. Let's hit save. Let's back out of here for a second. We're going to go down to settings, custom fields. And we already had a folder called onboarding. So let's put these fields in there. Single line, click next, new location ID. Okay, and then we'll add another one, single line, new location API. All right, we're going to do that. New location ID, new location API. Again, so the thing is, this is only going to work if you're on the 497 or the Agency Pro plan. If you're on the 297 or 97 accounts, this won't work because you need to have an agency API in order to be able to do that. So one other tip, if this isn't working for you right off the bat, is just make sure you have an Agency Pro account, and also make sure under your profile here that your API key is set for your proper account. Okay, so you need to have your agency API key in there. And if you don't have your agency API key in there, this isn't going to work. You can't use a location API key in order to make this work. A year ago, that worked fine. Now you need to have an agency API key and you can't use a location API key to grab this information. So now that we know that, we've got our location ID and our location API key here set up. We have our first webhook set up in our custom values onboarding location. I'm going to click back into that. We need one more webhook now. So we're going to add a webhook and we're going to come back over to here. We're going to go back up to custom values updater. And this is where we have this webhook right here. So we're going to want to grab this webhook right up until the end of CV equals here, and we'll hit copy And then we want to make a note of which which collections we want to authorize. So basically what we're doing is by using this, we're adding a location to here. And then by grabbing this ID here for our collection, we're authorizing, we're adding that collection to this location down here. So it's syncing everything up. Okay. And this makes it automatic. This makes it automated so that when you are adding your clients or your customers and you're doing SaaS and you're doing onboarding and stuff like this can all happen seamlessly behind the scenes, and everything gets done without you having to touch anything. So we can do that. We're going to add this in here. Remember that collection ID that we wanted was 63. So we're going to grab it and we're going to throw a 63 in here at the end. It's kind of weird because there's that little tag there. If you want to have more in here, I believe it is a comma between each one of the values that you want to add in, but I'll just make sure of that in a second here. But let's just hit save, hit save. Now what will happen is after your onboarding goes, you're going to have your onboarding. Somebody fills out a form, right? They're going to fill out their form, or they're going to fill out that payment page. Your system, if you're using SaaS, is automatically going to create that location. So now that you have them come in here, we're going to go to, what is it? It's not payment. It is order form submission. Okay. So order form submission, and then we're going to grab our page, in funnel, website, whichever page it is. And then you're going to have submission type is sale, right? So when they make a sale for that product, you're probably going to want to detail this a little bit more with exactly which product it is they purchased. But once they've gone through and they've purchased that SaaS product, you are going to go through and create this at the top here. That's going to be our trigger. So once that sale happens, it's going to come in here, wait 1 minute, because it's going to wait for SaaS to go and create that new location. Then after that, we're going to go grab that new location's details right here. We're going to wait 1 more minute, and then we are going to add that location with the custom value collection to this section right here. So that means that location is completely authorized, ready to go. And then you can send people over. Then if say the next step in your funnel is that you want them to fill out an onboarding form, you can now direct them directly to this page here. And then it'll automatically update the custom values for that new location for that client. I hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, and we'll get that all figured out here. Happy to help. All right. Okay, bye.